Okay. Hi, my name is Johnny Martinez. I am an automotive technician for Dark Cars Volkswagen of Silver Spring. Okay. So I've been working on cars for ever since I was 13 years old. So that would be around 6 years. It started off with me working on cars with my dad, right? And then at the time when I picked up working on cars, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. So my parents were like, okay, go pick up a trade. So I did. And I ended up taking a 2-year high school automotive program. And I've just been interested in cars ever since. So that's where I am now.
Cool.
So due to COVID, my education was kind of cut short. So I decided that I wanted to perfect my craft. So I decided to come here after I finished high school, and then just to learn, I guess, whatever I did in high school and college, it's just to prepare me for the field.
Sure. Like,
Yeah, I'm in the global program, and I've been here for 2 years. This is my second year. Biggest highlights I want to say is kind of the diversity of all the cars that we have. We have new cars, we have old cars. We just kind of get a wide variety of things to work on, which is really good, especially for the people that want to work in the independent shops as opposed to a dealership. That's kind of our biggest advantage here.
see.
Biggest surprise I didn't foresee. Tough
Look at
one.
me just so you-
Yeah, I haven't prepared for an answer for this one.
All right, we'll circle back.
That would be probably how fast the cars are, how fast we're upgrading our cars, all the innovations that we've applied into the cars over the years. It can be a little overwhelming to keep up with. So I want to say that would be the biggest part. Yeah, I think my strongest suit would be in electrical, definitely. If for whatever reason, I feel for a lot of people it would be one of the more hardest subjects, but I really excel in it. Oh, yeah, we have all the different console labs to simulate different kinds of drivability issues. We also have our own cars here that have their own problems. So it's really cool to get, hands-on experience. It's not a simulation, which is really good for our learning.
So you work on the Volkswagen make
I do.
at Dark Cars. What have you felt about? What's it like working there? It's a large shop, right?
No, it's a smaller shop. It's really cool to see all the different, it's not, your average car. I feel like people underestimate, the capability of Volkswagen. So getting the hands-on experience there is just really an eye-opener because it's just something I'd never imagined before. It's one step up from, I guess your other brands, your more generic brands, I want to say.
Okay.
It was more us more talking about Volkswagen, about how there's a lot more technology that is implemented into those cars, more than I would expect. So it was really, it really changed the way I saw Volkswagen as a brand. I found Dark Cars through my connection at school. The benefit for working for them was that instead of being put directly on like an express lane, I went straight to a mentor, and it really gave me real hands-on experience as opposed to getting sent out there blindly and I was, being guided along the way. So since, working in a shop is a stressful environment, spending a lot of time with my other coworkers has really strengthened, our bond, our connection, how much work and stress we can take on together. Early impressions, I always wondered how much I can learn from Greg. He has a really different kind of experience. He has experience working on drag cars. It's just fascinating, especially since he was my engine repair teacher. I just wanted to see, what our car's capable of. Yeah, it's insane the amount of knowledge he has about performance. It's really cool.
No.
Yeah, what's good about Dark Cars is that they work with you to kind of accommodate for my schedule. So I'm 8 weeks full-time at school and then 8 weeks full-time at work. And they kind of help me out with that. Like nothing resets or anything. I don't have any repercussions per se. So it's really helped a lot, taking everything that I've learned in the classroom and applying it into the real world has just been a great experience.
Term benefits.
Short-term benefits. Other than the money, let's see.
That's okay. We might even use.
I got long-term benefits
okay.
more so.
So you chose to be a car mechanic not just because it was a job today, but because
Right.
it was a career.
It was
Why did,
kind of mentally stimulating for me because I got to, okay, so like the long-term benefits of being an automotive technician is that the accumulation of all the knowledge you gain over the years and everything that you learn from other people, it's really satisfying to be able to apply that, that all your work pays off at the end.
Yeah, I was in 11th grade. I was at the dealer.
Are you ready? Okay.
It was just kind of there. So just start off with that introduction. Yeah.
All right.
I'm Jake Leary. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a automotive technician at Oarsman, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Baltimore.
You gotta stop. Don't move around a lot.
It's okay.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't know. All right.
you're all right, man.
Go ahead, do it one more time.
So I'm Jake Leary. I'm 19 years old, and I'm an automotive technician at Oarsman, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Baltimore. So I've been working on cars technically since I was 17. I have background before that with my dad working on older classic cars. But I joined the dealership when I was 17 years old. I started at Soller's high school program that led me into the dealership world, and I've been there ever since. So for CCBC, I was led into by the Soller's program, which is a 2-year high school for automotive. From there, that kind of led me down the path of maybe you should try going to CCBC to expand on the knowledge that you've already gotten here. And then that helps me because the 2-month program, 8 weeks on, 8 weeks off, that I'm able to get the hands-on experience plus the book knowledge here. So from Soller's, I started at an independent shop, and that didn't end up working out. I was there for about 3 months. And after that, a friend of mine who actually also went to Soller's said, hey, I'm at this dealership, we could use a student here. So I started off on the express lane, but because I was only working 1 to close, because I was still in high school at the time, I was in 11th grade when I started.
So like every beat.
Yeah, so for CTC program, it was the morning was the CTC program, and then in the afternoon I had work release because I was already finished the regular high school portion.
Part of.
So having the background that I do in school training programs, I feel that CCBC gives me a good way to apply what we're learning in the classroom into the shop because of the resources we have, not only tools, but the cars that we have that already have bugs in them, and some of them they don't even know about, so we're finding them and getting to diagnose them as we go. It's really similar to a real-world situation. So being an automotive technician started young for me with my dad. He has a '83 Chevy C10, which has a V8 in it, so that we kind of been tinkering on that, and he showed me like where to start from there. And from there, I just got into figuring out that there's a whole different world of like newer cars that you can make a living about. So the biggest challenges to overcome, which luckily being here helps, is definitely the electrical standpoint, having so many computer system and modules on the car that you kind of have to evolve because there's new ones every year. So I feel like my strengths in the industry have been evolving since I've started in school. Obviously mechanical, that's just something you pick up as you go. Just by seeing it happen, you're able to like kind of recreate it in your own world. But definitely the electrical standpoint, there's a lot involved into learning the process and like adapting and applying it to a car, not just looking at it in a book.
And CCBC helps a lot the program here, right?
Yeah, so CCBC definitely helps. They have a really good electrical program with instructors that are really well versed in the subject.
Do you have a mentor?
Not so much a mentor, just a shop foreman. Because I started in the dealership as an express tech, I've kind of worked my way up and I've grown with the dealer because we just got bought by Oarsman not too long ago. So as the shop foreman's come in, I was able to grow, and he was showing me as I went to get out of express and transition to be a full-time tech. So definitely one of the bigger challenges of being a car mechanic is that every year something new comes out with a car. Once you like wrap your head around and get well versed on the previous generation of vehicles, there's always something new there that's ready for you.